Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain another feature. By this we can handle the exception, that is try with resource. So this feature actually introduced in Java 7. From Java 7 we can use this feature. In my last tutorial actually we explained how we can handle the exceptions with try, catch and the finally block. But what is this? Like what is this try with resource? So try with resource statement is a try statement that declare over there you can declare one or more resources in it. So basically whenever we are working with some resources kind of thing, like maybe if we want to reading some files, if we want to open some connections, so once those connection open, or maybe if we are want to read some file, so those kind of should be closed in the final block. If we are not going to close those resource, then it will cause the memory leak issues. So before Java 7 maybe we can write some code for closing those resources. I'll show you like before Java 7 how we are going to close the resource in a finally block. But Java try with resource, actually this is feature we don't need to close those resource manually. So this would be automatically closed using this try with resource. Why? Because those particular classes actually implement the auto closable interface. So that's why this is actually take care of closing all the resources. So what is the syntax for it is? So if I create one example over here, let me create one class let's say try with resource. Okay, so over here we can create one main method like this one, main method over here, and we can define some like what will be the syntax for try with resource for this one. So try, and then here we can declare the resource, whatever the resource it is. Like here we can declare the resource resource we have declared over here, and we can, so over here also we can do some catch block over here. If particular whatever the statement we are going to write over here, if this particular statement throws some exception, so those exception we can handle from this catch block. Okay, so here we don't need any finally block because we are using this try with resource block. Okay, so now if we check one example like how we are going to read some data from file, so for that with the resource how we are going to doing this one. So for that we are going to use BufferedReader br equals to new BufferedReader, and here we need to provide new file reader, and here we need to give the file name. Okay, so for example text.pdf file. Okay, so if this is available, then we can read the data over here. Maybe we can use some while loop, and based on the while loop we can write the data. So I am not writing the actually logic for reading the data from the text file or maybe PDF file, reading file content. Okay, so that actually logic I am not going to write over here because just we are focusing on like how we are going to use this resource. So as you can see over here, we are not closing resource over here because we have already using the try with resource. So that's why basically it will automatically handle. Now if we click this one BufferedReader class, actually it's extend the reader, and you can see this is the implements this closable actually interface. So this is actually taken care for auto closable, this one auto closable actually impaired. So it will automatically close this resource. This is the interface auto closable. So this is actually implemented by this BufferedReader class. So that's why we can easily it will actually close automatically once it's done with the operations. In the end of this statement it will close. Now suppose if I run this one, it will throw some exception, maybe if this file is not there. So that's why it will handle the exception over here. Okay, so this is the way basically we can create this try with resource. Here not only the single things, here also you can declare the multiple resource statement kind of thing. So how you are going to defining the multiple multiple block over here, so that also we can do over here. Maybe we can use some file output stream file equals to new file output stream, and here we can also define the file like txt.text. Okay, so in this way basically we can define the multiple resource over here. So in many application, whenever we are going to like work in the actual application, then we can use this in this way. We can use the multiple, like maybe we can create the connection and then PPA statement and maybe result set. So those are the resource kind of thing, right? So multiple resources we can define over here, and it will close, means in a like first it will close this one, then this one. So in a way it will working. So now suppose if we are not actually like actually instead of if we just write try and catch, so how we are going to use this one like buffer reader, right? If we are not going to use the try with the resource, so let me show you this one. Here we need to like create the like buffer reader object over here. This one we need to create. Okay, and then here we can like we need to perform the operations, and then we need to write the catch, and then finally, right? And in the finally block basically we need to close this one, br.close, but we need to define this br in the outside of this type, else we are not able to get it in the inside of this finally block. We need to define this one over here, and finally we need to define the br.close. But as it is also throwing some exception, so we need to again handle this try catch block. So you can see like if we are going to handle this exception using this manually, so we need to define lot of things. So currently after try with resource we don't need to use in this way, because it will automatically closing using this try with resource statement. Okay, so now like what is the advantage basically for what are the advantages of using this try with resource? So there are certain advantages, like we don't need to like write the finally block actually, right, for closing the resources. Before Java 7 actually we can close all the resources inside of the finally block, but now it is we don't need to maintain and all those things. So this is the basically kind of benefit of using this one. Okay, so this is the one thing, and in Java 9 actually also they have introduced some another things. Means after that we are not defining all these kind of resource, we need to declare all these things in a locally like local variable, but the resource basically need to be declared in locally within this block. But if we declare this resource outside of the block, then it's generate the error message. But after the like Java 9, then we can declare those things over here, and then we can use this one here like something like this. Okay, so this will also like work in this way, and as it is throwing the exception, so we need to handle this one like file not found or something. But regarding closable kind of thing, we can defining using this way. So this is also another point for try with resource. So this is overall the things of how we are going to use this try with resource into our system, and what is the advantages of it, is how we are going to like use this one into a program. So that's all about this try with resource. If you guys have anything, please do let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.